Hey everybody, it's Debbie O'Neill from Cricut Designs. I'm so excited to be here with 12 Days of Christmas with you guys. Thank you so much to 12 by 12 Cardstock Shop for having me back again this year. And I put a lot of thought into what we should make this year, and I decided it would be fun if we made something that was a special wrapping for a gift that you're going to give this holiday season. In our family and with my friends, we don't care as much about what the gift is, but we love it when you add that personal touch to your gift wrapping. That means that you took a little bit of extra time with our gift. So this year we're going to make an adorable snowman gift bag topper and tag. Now a topper is going to go on top of a already purchased plain gift bag, and there's a variety of those available to you at the craft stores. I ordered mine on Amazon, and they can be craft like I have here, or they can be like white bags, or they can be color bags or whatever, but we're going to create our own snowman scene that's going to go on the front of that bag, and we're going to give it some dimension by adding some foam tape and so forth to give it that special touch. And I've also got a tip for you guys on how you can re-gift this gift bag from year to year by adjusting the tag just a little bit. Anyway, so we're going to go over what the supplies are, and then we're going to work on putting it together, the assembly. I'll see you guys here in just a second while we review the supplies. Okay, let's take a quick look at the supplies that we're going to need for this particular project. You will need your medium-sized gift bag. This is what I am using. It's a craft one, but you can use white or any assorted colors. You just want to make sure that it has a handle on it. And this one is 8 by 10, which is considered a medium gift bag, and it opens up to about 4 inches, so that's the size. The SVG file that I provided for this class fits this size bag. If you're using a smaller bag, you may need to scale that the SVG file down. If you are using a larger bag, then of course you want to make it bigger. The other tools that you'll need, you want to have a pair of non-stick scissors, because we will be cutting some adhesive with that, and also you want to have a pair of craft tweezers will come in handy, and we'll need adhesive. So I will be using the Art Glitter Clear Dry Glue. This is my favorite paper craft glue. I do have it with the metal tip on it, so it gives me better control of the amount that I'm putting onto my paper. And of course it also has the stainless steel pin in the top so that your glue doesn't dry out in here. If you don't have this, you can also use the Barely Arts. It has a glue that is great too. You can use that, or whatever your favorite quick dry liquid adhesive would be. You'll also need some double-sided adhesive tape. The score pile tape is 1/4 inch. We'll need this, and we're going to, since we're going to make this a 3D project, we need some foam pop-up dots. Okay, whatever brand that you want. I'm going to be using this, but I'll need my scissors to cut some smaller pieces. You'll notice that I also have a non-stick craft mat down here. That's what this brown is. This helps when I am working with my liquid glue so that I don't get glue onto my regular craft desk mat. And of course we're going to need our cardstock. So let's take a look at this. Now I absolutely love the cardstock from 12 by 12 Cardstock Shop. I own a lot of it already. One of my favorite things that they have is their glitter cardstock. And this is their Luxe Glitter line, and we're going to be using the bright white, the silver, and the ruby red glitter. Those are these colors here. They're absolutely beautiful. If you haven't used their glitter cardstock yet, this stuff is fantastic. It doesn't shed on anything. It cuts great in your cutting machines. It's a winner. The other is the Encore textured cardstock, and we're going to be using the jet black, snowy white, maple syrup, dill pickle, mac and cheese, and lapis. So those are the textured cardstock that we're going to need. So now that we know the supplies, you have the SVG file, upload that into your cutting software, and go ahead and cut your project out. and then meet me back here for us to put the project together.
Hi guys, real quick I wanted to show you how to upload your SVG file into Design Space. So you're into Cricut Design Space. I'm on a blank project because I'm going to upload the file. So you're going to come over here to upload. It's going to open up this viewer here. We're going to say upload image. Then you're going to click browse, and you're going to go to wherever you saved your file on your computer, okay, or on your device. And once you see that file, you'll need to make sure you've unzipped the folder so that then you can see the SVG file, okay. So then you're going to click on that, and it's going to show you our cute little image that we're going to be using today, and you're going to click continue. However, right here it's the file, and it's just letting you can add it to your collections or whatever if you want, and I can say upload. Alright, so it's going to upload the file. It's going to come up here real quick. Now I am working in the live version of Cricut Design Space. This is the latest version of that, and you're going to notice that yes, your file came in, but it is minuscule. I'm not quite sure what's going on with Design Space. If you're in beta mode, it comes in perfectly, okay? But for some reason in the live version, it's not working today. So I wanted to show you if this happens to you and you're like, where is my file? You can see in the layers panel, your file is there, right? The Snowman gift bag topper. So what I want you to do is come over here to where our sizing is, and just click on that till this gets big enough and you can see that it's there, right? Then what I want you to do is we're going to unlock the lock, and you're going to do, for the width, it's 7.75, and then for the height, it's going to be 9.75. Okay, I mentioned that if you were, will fit on that 8 by 10 blank gift bag. If you're using a different size and you want to size yours a little bit differently, but that's how you're going to get this set up so that it will cut at the right size for you to put on the 8 by 10 gift bag.
Okay, now that we have everything cut out, let's assemble our project. You're going to have your bag, and then you have a piece of the lapis blue cardstock that we're going to put on the front of our bag. So whether it's a craft bag, or craft color, or white, or whatever color bag that you use, we're going to start with this as our background so it looks kind of like the sky behind our snowman scene. So we're going to take the double-sided adhesive. I'm just trying to see where it starts here. And I'm just going to tear some strips because I need this to really stay in place and hold on really well to the front of my bag. So I prefer to use the double-sided adhesive tape for that. And I'm just putting it around the edges here. Now, I suppose if you wanted to buy blue bags, if you could find enough blue bags, you could skip this step. And I'm going to put one down the middle just to keep it on. Okay. All right. So you want to rub this down really well. And then you're going to use your craft tweezers to help you pull up the liner. And we're just going to peel that off, and you just throw that away. Okay, so now that you have that, take your bag and you're going to line this up. Now I cut this size, it's in your SVG file, so that you're leaving about 1/8 of an inch around the outside edge of your bag. Okay, then you just want to rub it down really well on there. Okay, now we have our cover on. Then I want you to use you have 2 of the white glitter cut out. That's going to be our snow bank, and we're going to start with the one that's just the one swoop here, and we're going to put this down. Now we're going to lay it so that it runs along the edge of the blue on the bottom of your bag, and I'm just going to use my liquid glue here and I'm just going to apply it. If you want to use a tape runner, you could do that if you prefer, but I didn't want y'all to have too many adhesives. So I'm just going to set it down with my bag, and it should fit perfectly along the bottom edge, okay, of the blue. And then you want to add this one. Now on this one, we're going to put this straight edge along the right side of the bag, and it's going to go across the other piece that we just laid down. We're creating a snowbank. We're just going to line it up on the edge there to the right and along the bottom. So now we have our snowbank. Now the next thing we're going to do, we're going to do some assembly. So I want you to get your snowman pieces out. So you'll have the white, you'll have a black, and you'll have the brown that's got his arms on it, okay? The first thing I want you to do is we're going to add the black on top of the brown, and it'll match up perfectly. So we're just going to add some adhesive to the back of this. And then line this up so it matches perfectly on here. The great thing about the liquid adhesive is you didn't quite get it the first time, you can still move it a little bit. So now we've got the black attached to the top of the brown. Okay, now this piece goes attached to the back of the snowman. So flip your snowman over so his smile is leading to the right, I guess. And then this piece is going to fit like this on the back, okay? So that when you flip it over, then we start seeing the snowman's black coal eyes and his mouth, okay? So we're going to add our glue to the white part of our snowman. Remember, it's flipped over. And I'm just going to add some glue kind of around the edges here. And I'll hold this up and show you. Okay, so can you see where I just added the glue? There you go. All right, and then this, we're going to put the black side is going to go down on top of the snowman. And we're just going to gently press that down. Okay, so, and then when you flip it over, your snowman has eyes and arms. All right, now we're going to add the scarf for the snowman. And what I like to do is use my tweezers and flip it over. So we've got the top layer, we have a bottom layer of the scarf, which is the green, and we have the top layer, which is the red glitter. And this is where your fine tip on your glue comes in handy, because I'm just, and I'll show y'all here in a second. Can you see I just kind of added the glue along the back of that, and then I'm going to use my scissors, my tweezers to help me line this up. So that it is perfectly matched. And then we're going to let that dry for a second, and we want to assemble the hat. So the hat has a red strip that goes across on the top of the black top hat of our snowman, and we're going to add a little bit of glue there. Red glitter is the hat band. So it goes across the top of, for the hat band for the snowman's hat. And then, of course, we have the snowman's nose. Okay. For the snowman's nose, you want to put a little bit of the glue on the back of the snowman's nose to hold it on. And we're going to lay it down kind of where the rounded part is kind of centered between his eyes, pointing to the left. And now we have the snowman's nose on. So we're going to go ahead and add our snowman's hat. We're going to just put it along the brim, okay, like that. Put the glue there, and then we're going to flip that over and put it on our snowman. And then we have the scarf. Now for the scarf, I want us to add some foam dots to the scarf, some foam tape to the scarf. And these are already cut into squares. If you're using something else, you may need to size or cut your foam squares down a little bit. But what we're going to do is we kind of want this to stand forward on top of our snowman. And then you can use your craft tweezers and take the cover off of the liner off of your foam squares. We've got that off, then we're going to flip this over and we're going to add it to our snowman here where his head kind of meets up with his body. We're just going to add that on there. And now he's already starting to look a little 3D. I want you to grab your 3 pieces for the tree. So we have the brown background, the green, and then the white glitter. We're going to start with the green and flip it over and add some adhesive to the back of it. And add it on top of your brown so that it matches the edges. Okay, so now we have a green tree with the brown trunk. And then we're going to add the glue to the back of that white glitter cardstock. And again, this is where having that tip on your glue really helps you get into each of these little pieces here. You can hold this with your tweezers if you prefer. I'm just going to go ahead and flip it over, and then you're going to line it up. So I'm going to start on the bottom and line it up on the bottom and then kind of move this over as I put it on so that it is now a snow-covered tree. Okay, so we've got all of these pieces ready. We've got our base, and we're going to put our snowman on first. And the snowman, where your 2 pieces here, there's kind of an indent that kind of on that top piece, it runs from here and swoops down. Our snowman's going to sit here where the swoop is, okay, on this part right here. But we're going to go ahead and add some foam tape to the back of our snowman buddy here so that he sits kind of on top of our snowbank, giving it that really cute 3D look to it. And that should be plenty. And I'm just going to go ahead and take the adhesive backing off of the foam squares here. So we're going to flip this around, and our snowman, like I said, is going to sit here where this swoop is, where that the top piece of the glitter snowbank fit. Okay, so now he's kind of dimensional now on top of that, see? Makes it extra special, and we want to do the same thing with our snow covered tree. So we're going to add a little bit of foam tape on top of this. Take the liner off of it, and then the tree's going to sit on top, on the very top edge of this part of the snowbank. So we're going to set that right there. He's looking so cute already. All right, and then we have our snowflakes. So you have a large snowflake, and you have a medium snowflake, and then you have a small snowflake. And what I'm going to do is just kind of lay these on where I want them to go. You can do yours however you want, but then we're going to add adhesive. But before we do that, I want you, this is the silver background of your tag. That's also a snowflake shape, and then you have a top layer that's just the white cardstock. So you would be able to write the person's name on here, or if you wanted to cut it out with your die cut machine, you should have room to do that and cut it out and glue it on. But I left this blank so you could, write for you or somebody's name or customize it in some way. We are not going to glue this on top of this. I don't see any reason to do that. If you feel like you want to, you can. I will say that if you want to reuse your gift bag, not gluing this down will allow you to take this off later and be able to reuse the gift bag by just cutting another snowflake with a name on it, and you can reuse it. Now, use whatever. I'm using a red cord. You use whatever red cord that you want, but the red cord, you're going to fold. I have 18 inches. I folded it in half. I'm going to pull it up through the middle like this. And then I'm going to take the tails and pull them both through here like so. So now we've got it secured, all right, and then you're going to tie it to the handle of your gift bag. So I went ahead and showed you this part because depending upon where you want your tag to hang, you may want to adjust where you put your snowflakes before you glue it down, okay? So I'm going to tie mine so it'll be on here. I'm just tying it to that to the front part of the handle. And I want it to hang a little bit. I don't want it super tight, but this will get me there. And then all I have to do is make a little bow with it. I had you cut this at 18 inches so it gives you enough room to be able to do that. If you feel like you want to trim this some with your scissors, you can certainly do that. We have our larger snowflake here, and now that I've tied this on, I know about where the big snowflake's going to be, our tag, and then I can determine where do I want to put the other ones. Okay, so I kind of put the largest of the smaller snowflakes here in the middle, and then I've got 2 mediums and 2 small ones. All right, now I would like to foam dot one of these up, and that's why I have my non-stick scissors, because I can cut my foam squares into smaller pieces. All right, because I do not want to cover up the holes in my snowflake, right? Because that's part of giving it that lacy feel to it. So I'm just going to add a little piece. Let me show you. I'm going to add a little piece to the back so that it is not covering up any of the lacy holes. Okay, and then this way I can add it to the front of my bag here and make this a little dimensional. Okay, so you can determine which other ones you might want to be dimensional. I think I'm going to go ahead and leave this one, just glue it down. So for this one, I may just add a little bit of my adhesive on it, my liquid glue, and then glue it down. So now we have our finished snowflake bag. Isn't that adorable? And I will tell you that your friends and family will be wowed that you took a few minutes of your day to make them a custom 3D gift bag instead of just a store-bought bag, which probably cost you a lot more. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this.
Hey everybody, it's Debbie O'Neill again, and it is bonus time. I had so much fun making the Snowman gift bag topper and tag. I created another one that I want to share with you. To get this adorable snowman juggling penguin bag and tag topper, I would love it if you would sign up for my SMQD. That's my Scrap Me Quick Designs. That's the name of my business community newsletter. And I will send this to you via email right away. And don't fret, I do not inundate your email box. I really respect that. And I only send you things that I think are important crafty news that you need to know, or things like when I'm sharing free files like I am today, and you know, things that I think you might find value in. Don't worry if you're already a member of my email list, because I know some of you may already be. Go ahead and sign up to get this snowball juggling penguin bag. You will not be on my email list twice. I promise. You'll only get the one email when I send them out, and I do that sporadically, so you're not going to be swamped with emails from me, I promise. Anyway, I hope you guys had a lot of fun. I really enjoyed crafting with you today, and hopefully you will make somebody's face really light up during the holidays because you took the time to create something special to give their gift in. And it's not the gift that counts, it's the thought, right? So no matter what you're going to put in these gift bags, going a little extra mile and making a special memory with how you decorated the gift bag is priceless. Anyway, thanks a lot, and please follow along. You can find me at smqd_Debbie on all my social channels, and let's get crafty together.